want everybody to do me a favor. Think of any organization in human history that has said and done dumb things.
So everybody is probably asking about abolition and what it is. Many of you remember the defund movement last summer. Well, a lot of the defund movement was actually a call for abolition. And to really put it simply, abolition is the getting rid of police, prisons and jails, surveillance, and courts. I know, sounds a little scary, but I promise you there is so much imagination.
Wonder why we don't trust these people. It happens every single time. Every single time. This is from today. This is from today. Yeah, no. Wasn't fat rep. Was not ever fat rep. Unapologetic fat actors forever and only. Till the end of time. This is boring!
Okay, so if you can show me someone who goes to the gym and like works out and like cares a lot about like their health, who doesn't have orthorexia or some other form of eating disorder, or who doesn't like do this because of like deep-rooted internalized fat phobia and just like hatred for fat people and disgust for fat people, then I will believe that health culture, like being healthy, isn't always bad. But until I find that person, until I find someone who goes to the gym and like cares about their fucking fitness and whatever, and doesn't hate fat people, doesn't equate fitness to health, and doesn't have an eating disorder that they pretend is just like gains, then I'll change my mind. This is all to say that I think gym culture, diet culture, health culture, fitness culture is inherently fat phobic, ableist, and like capitalism, like very capitalist.
If George Floyd's murderer is not sentenced, just know that all hell is gonna break loose. Don't be surprised when buildings are on fire. Just saying.
My New Year's resolution is to bully people into using my pronouns, because just because I am feminine presenting doesn't mean that I am a woman, and non-binary people don't owe you androgyny. So if I tell you my pronouns are they, he, you're gonna use they, he, bitch.
There's a genuine chance that the next person to misgender me might get a punch in the face, and I really don't know what to say because there's nothing I can do about it. Don't blame me. You're the one that misgendered me. My hands are just the ones that reacted.
Don't take your anger out on trans people. Like, girl, you didn't have to be extra. So if the Brit Awards decides, hey, we want to be more inclusive, why are you taking your big ass on stage? Oh, I love being a woman. When did you start loving being a woman? When you were fat or when you were skinny? Because it's giving me fat phobia. Because you weren't saying you love being a woman when you were 250 pounds. But now you 150, you love being a woman. Girl, we know. I'm not saying that she's transphobic, but she wanted to lick shots. She wanted to fire shots at the trans community. We know this. Just walk in your transphobia. Walk in your turfism. I'm not saying that she's transphobic. Just walk in your transphobia. I'm not saying that she's transphobic. Did your black boyfriend tell you to say that? Because we know there's a lot of OTEPs, right? That you white girls love. You guys love these OTEPs.
And I'm guaranteeing you, I'm willing to bet both of my testicles, none of them compared to the stupidity that is PETA. Because you would think an organization that is so focused on animal rights and trying to get people to understand that we need to respect animals more would always come with some concise, detailed information on why that should be the case. But every single time I hear about this organization, they are always putting up a picture of some food on Thanksgiving, trying to get people to understand that you shouldn't be eating this turkey, but every single time the turkey sales go up because PETA always misses the mark in trying to get people to understand you probably shouldn't be eating a turkey on Thanksgiving. They always inspire me to look at an entire cow and think, you look good. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I saw this and I thought this was a joke article. I thought it was one of those things that people put on Twitter and everybody laughs at. But no, this is real. This is something that was actually discussed and put out into the ether for people to talk about. So without any further ado, PETA demands men who eat meat be banned from sex to help reduce global meat consumption. According to the nonprofit, a taste for sausages is symptomatic of toxic masculinity, a set of harmful attitudes and behaviors stereotypically associated with men that are seen to have a negative impact on society, including the steady demise of the planet. The German faction of the organization has cited research from the scientific journal PLOS1, which found men are responsible for 41% more greenhouse gas emissions than women, predominantly due to their higher consumption of meat. The activists at PETA Germany are now calling for all meat-eating men to be subject to a sex ban, urging women to embark on a sex strike to save the world. We all know them, the suburban fathers with beer bottles and barbecue tongs sizzling 70cc sausages on their $700 grills. The cure added by the visitor is eyed with suspicion and only reluctantly tolerated, Daniel Cox, the campaign's team leader for PETA Germany, said in a statement shared to the organization's website on Tuesday titled, "PETA calls for ban on sex for all meat-eating men. Men's diet produces 41% more greenhouse gases than women's. The fact that Germany's grill masters believe they have to prove their masculinity to themselves and their fellow species through the consumption of meat is not only to the detriment of the animals, however. Now there's scientific proof that toxic masculinity also harms the climate. Therefore, a hefty meat tax of 41% for men would be appropriate. A ban on sex or reproduction for all meat-eating men would also be..." I can't do this shit. I can't focus, because why on what planet would you consider something that is so delicious, something so good, something so healthy in understanding that this is how people eat would be a problem in society? I don't understand how somebody could try to tell me that I have to be banned from sex because I decided to do this. Oh, that's so good. Ooh, I'm sorry, ladies. You can't have sex with me no more. Oh, this is so good. Oh, Peter, I'm so sorry, but y'all so fucking stupid. Oh, oh, that's good. Oh, man. I'm sorry for my natural gas. This is absolutely stupid. I don't know how people would even take this seriously. I don't see how people take PETA seriously anymore. So to wrap this video up, here's a white guy eating some chicken in front of a bunch of vegan activists.
You're disgusting. What do you think you are? You're just a coward. You're a fucking coward. You're a slime piece of shit. And you're embarrassing me. What am I gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna die on your own without fucking frustrating.
What? Huh? It feels fucking good? You and your small and your way of killing animals, and it feels good. You have all the blood on your face and all the blood on your hands. It feels good with your small.
Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm going to finish that chicken sandwich.